Welcome back to another Real Talk Reaction. This one right here is for Better Call Saul, Season 1, Episode number 7. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Keep telling friends to come on over to the channel. You know why. We do it big over here. Thank you.
Just one comment from the last episode from Cuban B, who says, I mean, damn. Love getting that Mike Ehrmantraut backstory, and I never get tired of watching it either.
Yeah.
The only thing I even remember about his backstory before this episode was maybe when Hank was looking into his past in Breaking Bad and bringing up his Philly PD history, but I don't remember it being anything too detailed.
Okay.
Great episode, great reaction. Looking forward to the next one.
All right.
Yeah, it was a great episode.
Yeah.
Let's jump into the next one right now.
They want it.
Once again,
Oh,
I do all the talking. That's the only way this works.
Once again.
Hand it over. Now, before that happens...
Hand it over.
Yep. Hey, I've got it right here. Is this it? I'll take that as a yes. Very well. Mystery solved.
I can take you into custody right now, you son of a bitch. Both of you.
Whoa, where's this coming from?
You're the one who spilled the coffee, you ambulance-chasing piece of shit.
Can we dial it down? Just a notch? Look, 45 minutes ago, I'm sound asleep. I get a call from Mr. Ehrmantraut. He's concerned. He's getting threatening voicemails from you, accusing him of petty theft. I tell him, hey, we're gonna nip this in the bud. I don't care what the hell time it is, we're gonna go talk this thing out. You take that to Irene, and when you come back, cover it. I'm gonna take a short break because somebody needs legal help.
Just throw it out there. Someone needed legal help. Which I do, by the way.
Offices of James McGill, Esquire, how may I direct your call?
Direct your call.
Yes, of course. One moment, please. Deja vu, hello again. Good to see you.
Oh my
Good
God.
to see you.
We need someone a little bit more dirtier
Yeah.
and scrappier.
We would like to hire you as our attorney, Mr. McGill.
Wow.
What?
However, we have certain conditions, and these are not up for debate. We want no jail time. 0. Craig is innocent, and we expect you to prove that. We won't see his name smeared like this any longer.
Can we back up just a scooch? Because last time we spoke, you were very enthusiastic, positively insistent about being represented by HHM.
We've parted ways.
May I ask why?
We disagreed with their defense strategy.
Okay.
They treated us like we were guilty.
So your previous objections to my representing you are now?
Oh, I'm sorry about my bluntness at our last encounter.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
But we're very sorry.
we thought long and hard about it, and
And, given your passion and your can-do attitude, we just believe that you're the lawyer for us.
yes.
Well, as flattered as I am by this, since we last spoke, I've changed my area of specialization. So I concentrate on elder law now.
I mean, you said that you would fight for us. You were adamant.
You promised to
what
get
happened?
us a not guilty verdict.
Don't think I exactly promised that.
You said we would be client number 1, morning, noon, or night.
Yes, and I meant what I said at the time, but times change.
But we've already paid you a retainer.
Right. A retainer.
That is what you called it. That was your specific terminology.
Could you excuse me for a moment? I had a big gulp on the way over.
Oh.
Oh,
Keep positive.
yeah, big dope on the way over. What retainer?
Remember the
He gave him
camping
the
trip?
bag of money? Yeah.
Camping trip.
So did
They-
he take the bag of money?
No, he took the
A couple of them. And like, this is my
and he was
retainer.
like, "This is my retainer for
For what though? Because they was going over to the other lawyers anyway.
no for him being quiet about them having the money."
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'd be like, bitch, you ain't getting that back. Unless you want me to go tell the police what y'all really did.
Hey there. Funny story. I found something that belongs to you. Again.
Yeah? What?
Who? Picture the 25th hour starring Ned and Maud Flanders.
Christ, the Kettlemans?
You lose any other clients today? Yeah. Mr. and Mrs. Cuckoo Bananas just offered me the plum job of defending them.
They came to you?
Yeah, I know. I don't know what you did to piss them off, but it must have been good.
What did they tell you?
Not much. Just, that you treated them like they were guilty.
Jesus. Look, Jimmy, I know this is a lot to ask, but you have to convince them to come back to HHM.
I do, huh?
Yes. Please, it's
What I
important.
get for that?
What's it worth to you?
Jimmy, I'm serious. They left because they think they can win this case, but they can't. I managed to scrape together, from practically nothing, I might add, a deal they should feel lucky to have. This is their absolute best bet. Please, make them understand it's better for them if they come back.
Tell me about this deal.
Not too long.
16 months? 16 months, babe? I mean, I'll probably have to consider that.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Over
Sorry.
30 years.
Yeah.
Mysteries of the bladder, right?
So, how do we get started? Do you need us to sign that little paper?
I am very sorry, but I'm afraid I can't take your case. My schedule
I
is
cannot.
it's just chock
Thank
full
you.
right now. I highly encourage you to go back to HHM. I'm certain they would welcome you with open arms.
No, you're not going back there. They were incompatible.
I understand. They asked you to face some harsh realities, and I get it. No one likes that, but bottom line here, Kim Wexler is a fine attorney. She has a great relationship with the DA. Much as I'd love to sing my own praises, I doubt I could get you a deal as good as the one she already has.
Okay, we don't want a deal. We want you, our lawyer, to exonerate Craig.
Exonerate? That is a big word, particularly in your case.
There will be no deal. There is no money with which to make a deal.
Can we all three just parachute down from cloud cuckoo land? Because we know, without question, there is money. I distinctly remember a spirited game of tug of war over this money which we then discussed at length. You made many excuses justifying your possession of said money. It's there. It exists.
What is that?
Just, please, for my own sanity. You can't hide a big bag of cash forever, and you certainly will never be able to spend any of it. So, go back to HHM, apologize to Ms. Wexler, and for Christ's sakes, take the deal.
If there were any money.
Lady, enough!
If there were any money, there would have to be a full accounting of it. Every penny would have to be present. Every single penny.
Even the money would
You understand?
All of it. That includes the 30,000.
Craig, yes, he gets it.
And he gets it. Great.
We're in this together, Mr. McGill.
And I just bought a brand
Come
new
on, man.
fucking building.
Now, where do we begin?
So he ain't got no choice.
That's why they're going back to him, because his ass is on the line now, this one now as well. Clever little white folks, babe.
I have to go and talk and be like, look, I already took 30,000 from him.
So what do I gotta do? I'll sign a thing. What do I sign? I'm a cooperating witness. That's all he could do. He could do that, right? And then he would be.
There you go. Kettleman.
They would
That's all
probably
of it.
waive all
Where's
of his
Kim?
things.
We moved over to the East
True.
Wing.
The East Wing, that's the cornfield. Why are you sending her to the cornfield, Howard?
Never heard it called that before.
Well, that's what you call it. You're gonna punish her just because you lost those two.
It's been done. So if we give it all back, they can get the deal.
Maybe it was foreshadowing at the beginning of the episode where they were like, we just found your notebook. We just happened to find it. This is where the missing notebook was. Remember they were going to do a missing money thing. What did he just do?
He just sprayed the money, probably cleaned out whatever, and put it in a little toy truck. So yeah, probably gonna do the whole, we just found this missing. Ask Mike to do it. So now everybody off the hook. the help of Mike.
He went into the dollars that were outside and put them back where the rest of the money is, baby.
Yeah, but was that Saul's plan though? Saul?
Yeah.
If you give him the money back, I bet they put it back where they. Yeah, that'd be.
That's 1,000% Saul. Feel very privileged.
Yeah,
As if
bitch, get your ass in jail. And she ain't even gonna go to jail, so she better calm the fuck down.
she better calm the fuck down before they both end up in
Yeah.
jail.
I did it for you, baby. P3 parking lot, that's where we smoke.
And that's where the murders happen.
Is that where the murders happened?
Remember P2, babe? That movie?
Oh. I forgot what that said.
You know.
The parking lot? Is that where it go down? Yeah, I forgot what it was. Now what deal they gonna get now?
Yes, they would, probably.
It should be the same one. Nobody's talking to nobody. We return the money, you get 16 months.
I mean, the only reason why that this was going to be allotted
If they return the
is so
money.
he just took their choice
Yeah.
away and returned the money.
Man, don't say goodbye to that.
I mean, he did the right thing, man.
He always do the right thing. But good things don't come to people who do the right thing all the time. It just don't happen like that.
It does for us. And that's why he never was in this office when we saw him bang.
Yeah. Never happened.
God, it's so cool to see this perspective though, because it does just come across as a sleazy lawyer. Like getting to see these little, you know.
Oh, he's better than sleazy.
Yeah, but I'm saying when we see him in Breaking Bad, he is just a sleazy.
Mm-hmm. Slippery Jimmy.
Yeah. He was like this close, baby. This close. This is why he has to go, because he's gonna have to ship back, baby.
Law officers of James M. McGill, how may I direct your call?
Let's get back into it. Alright, that was episode 7 of Better Call Saul, and what another wonderful, entertaining episode right there. I mean, I didn't see where we was gonna go from here, but I think that was the logical conclusion at the end, because the two deals that we seen, obviously the best deal was the 16 months return the money. That was the best deal. And I was about to say, hold the fuck up. If they were going to go over to Saul and Saul was going to get them an even better deal, you cannot, that will be the equivalent of a miracle from God himself or itself for him to get something better than 16 months. It was just no way. I was like, there's no way he would be able to finagle that, and it wasn't. And I'm glad to see the real, like, look, no. This is what it is.
Versus, like, to your point, sorry to interrupt, just very quickly, having a whole entire firm with paralegals
Yeah.
researching and
Not
coming
being
to
able
the
to do
act,
nothing else.
and then him being by himself going through all the files. It
Yeah.
would have been ridiculous if he
It
came
would have
up.
been stupid.
So I
So
totally
yeah,
agree with
that would have been, that wouldn't have made any sense at all, and I'm glad that it was like, no, this is just what the best deal is. At the same time, he do want his girl to come over there with him, and at the same time, he do want his girl to be okay. Whether she come work for him or work with him or at the law firm that she's already at, he just wanted her to be okay, and it wasn't right for them to do it. The psycho family that we was dealing with, the husband and wife, I love them, right? This makes sense for this storyline to just keep going. I love how they was being delusional. The wife was obviously the leader in this whole thing. And I'm glad the money got returned like it was supposed to. And they can just, go do their 16 months and be done with it. Try to make it all dramatic. But I would have been cool with either way because they both stupid as hell. Right? You were smart enough to get away with taking the money.
You weren't.
But you were not smart enough
You
to...
weren't smart enough to take away.
No, they got the money. So they were smart enough to get it.
Oh,
to
up
where
until
gotta
when they got it.
Yeah, but you was not smart enough to let nobody, so nobody will find out it was your ass who did it. So you're dumb anyway. Plus, you were so naive when even Saul was trying to tell your ass, just return the money, fuck it, and then just, you do what you got to do. You deserve whatever you was trying to get on there. And I love how he got his favor back from Mike, and Mike came through and did what Mike do best and got the motherfucking money, which was gangster all day long. So. I mean, I really love the smartness of the show, the writing of it, and I like that his brother is trying to come outside. So that might be foreshadowing to him coming back into the light, into the world, and working with his brother. But we
never saw him in Breaking Bad either.
No, so
like,
that's what I was about to say. Just like you said, babe, all of this is really for nothing because we know once we go towards the end of all the seasons here, it's gonna eventually get back to a point where Saul turns back into...
Just call him Jimmy, because I know we know him Sal, but he's
Yeah,
Jimmy.
because, once we obviously get there, we're going to be Slippery Jimmy all day long. So something going to happen to his brother, something going to happen to his girl. All that shit is just going to make him spiral out of control. Like we seen right here at the end of this episode, where he just and he snapped back into it. So that's what I think is going to happen with that. But I'm here for the ride all day long, enjoying every bit of it. So can't wait to see another episode.
I really appreciate the writing of this show. It is top level writing. The fact that we had the first part as far as showing the resolution to the last episode, which I loved so much with Mike and the backstory there, but having this episode open up with how we resolve that, and it being just a clever ploy. The clever ploy as far as having the notebook. They just find it in the parking lot and that resolves it. To see that foreshadowed and essentially be the solve for the Kettleman case, I just think it's just really good writing because it's so subtle. It's not something that feels in your face because there needed to be resolution with Mike's situation, but to have that be the same essential application of solving it in a way that you aren't expecting, because I thought it was going to go to... I honestly thought he was going to go and argue the case, because we've seen how good Jimmy is in arguing cases, so to see that be the dynamic that ultimately was the resolution to that case as well, I just think it's so brilliant. It's so seamless, it's very smart. Once you recognize where it's going, you're like, that makes so much sense, but you don't see it coming, and that's why I really appreciate about the writing of this show. So I thought all that was great. I also love, again, the complexity and the layers of Jimmy's character. He really wants to be good. He wants to be good so bad. And you see him doing good things all the time. Everything we saw this episode with him setting up his brother so that he could be inspired to get back to work was 1,000% intentional. Everything he did as far as trying to set up this office and giving an opportunity for his girl was not a selfish thing. It was something that he genuinely think that she deserves to be leveled up and appreciated. Everything he did about the Kettlemans, even at their disdain and not wanting to do it, was at the benefit not only of them but again of his girl. He does so much for everybody to put them in better situations, and yet at the end of that, he lost his opportunity to have his own office, He's back in a fucking salon, you know, in the back office where he has to both sleep and work. Like, you feel the empathy for his character of, like, doing good is not doing me any good. So, like, you can see why he wants to be Slippery Jim. He was so much more successful as that, and because doing good is not serving him. It hasn't, like, shown up monetarily. And I love how clearly we can see he's trying and that not equating to what he wants. So I appreciate, like, the journey of Jimmy / Sal of where it's going, because it's just clever. It makes so much sense, and, like, I, like, didn't think I would like his character as much as I do, but I do. He seems so humanized, and everybody can relate to situations he's in when you're really trying hard and you just can't get that W, and it feels like he's consistently in that place. So I'm curious to see how it continues to develop, but I love this episode too. I thought it was another great one.
Alright, well look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Better Call Saul, Season 1, Episode number 7. And until next time, people, peace.